On the fifth day of Christmas, Zoella gave to me one makeup bag.
Yo, what's up my viewers, it's your boy KA touching down once again. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to take you through ideas of things you can do around Christmas time. Now I know I've got a lot of viewers from everywhere around the world, so I am basing this guide as if you live in the city of England.
England is my city.
But even if you don't, most of these ideas can be substituted for something that is more local to you. Okay, so I didn't actually know how many ideas to list, so I'm just going to keep with the theme of 8 because that's how many gifts I did the other day. So yeah, let's get rolling. First up, travel abroad somewhere. Go visit another country sometime between now and Christmas time. Go and see the atmosphere, get a feel for it, join in the local traditions, go shopping, see what fun items you can find that are unique to there that you can bring back for your friends and family for Christmas time. There's loads of different things you can do. Christmas is amazing in pretty much any first world country, especially a lot of the European ones, so just go check it out, see how you like it. I always try to go somewhere at least once every Christmas. I think it's really cool seeing how other people do your traditions and see what they do the same and see what they do differently. In terms of cities to visit, I generally find you can't go wrong with New York, Berlin and Vienna. In terms of more adventurous places where you can kind of do things like skiing, snow activities, northern lights, all the wintry kind of stuff, I think the best places for those are Reykjavik, Rovaniemi and Norway. You can get awesome sights of the Northern Lights. They've all got their own unique little features. You can Google or YouTube any of those places and a whole heap of information comes up about them. And yeah, I definitely suggest going somewhere, even if it's only for one night. You can really soak in some culture and have a great time. Next up is one of my favorite ones. Go visit Winter Wonderland in London. Guys, I can't tell you how amazing this place is. I'm going there tomorrow or the day after, so I'll make sure I film every bit of it and document it and show you the good places to go. It's just such a magical place, honestly. Like, you won't feel the true Christmas spirit of London until you've been to Winter Wonderland. I find the best time to go is either Thursday or Friday evening. It's got a really buzzing atmosphere. It's really fun. I like to visit the ice bar and the carousel bar. So ice bar is pretty much a bar that's made entirely out of ice. It's got its own sculptures, carvings, all that kind of stuff, and they make you drinks in frozen glasses. It's really cool. And the carousel bar is basically like a merry-go-round, but instead of having horses on it, it's just got a bar. It moves pretty slowly so you won't get motion sickness, but it's just awesome having your drinks and admiring all the lights and the passers-by. After that, I always make sure I head down to take a trip on the Ferris wheel. It takes you pretty high up. You get all really nice gorgeous shots of Park Lane in London, all the nice hotels down there. You get a nice view of Marble Arch, the rest of Hyde Park, and even if you look down on Winter Wonderland, you get some really amazing shots for Snapchat and Instagram. Some point between all this, I will go and pick up a crepe from somewhere. There are loads of amazing stands. The Nutella ones are awesome. Chocolate Nutella and strawberries are the ones I go for. Those crepes are amazing. Like, oh, I'm craving one now already. I can't stand it. And then I'll finish up by going to the Bavarian Village. Now, this is undoubtedly the best part of London during Christmas time. It's right in the middle of Hyde Park, in the middle of the Winter Wonderland attraction. And it's basically got loads of awesome natural food places. So it's got kind of fire smoked salmon, it's got fresh mulled wine, and being German based, it's got some of the best hot dogs ever. After that, I'll go into the actual tent that they've got in the middle, and on Thursdays and Fridays they have a live band playing all the Christmas hits, all the good songs of the year and stuff. It's just a really cool experience. You get everybody there singing, raving, enjoying themselves, and that's it. That's kind of my perfect day there, but there are a load of other things you can do. Off the top of my head, there's a circus there, there's an ice rink, there's a whole fairground. It's pretty big. There's something for everyone there. There are loads of little shopping stalls as well, so you can find some really nice Christmas tree decorations, some nice clothing. I can't really tell you how amazing it is. I think that's one place that you guys really need to go and enjoy it for yourself, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Unless you're a boring person, then I can't really help your case. Next up, go to a traditional English restaurant. Now, on Christmas Day, everybody generally knows you spend it with your family, so you'll wake up, you'll prepare the meal, you'll cook it, you'll eat it all together, then you'll just relax, have some drinks, have some more snacks, and just enjoy it. But you rarely get to do that with your friends and the people that you don't spend Christmas Day with, and I think that's a real shame. And I kind of know why, because nobody wants to do Christmas Day twice. It kind of takes away from the fun of it. But a lot of the restaurants in England actually do a really nice Christmas lunch or dinner, and I think it's a really awesome thing to do with your friends or extended family, or maybe if you're planning the end of year work, do with your colleagues, any of that kind of stuff that you don't always want to cook at home, and just go out and enjoy it. And it's just a really fun day out. And I think to get the best experience from this, you want to go to a really nice traditional place, you know, one with the cozy atmosphere, with the inbuilt campfire inside, all that kind of stuff. You don't want to go to kind of any branded restaurant, any posh hotel, anything like that. I normally go to a place that's just down the road from me in the local park. It's by the lake where I normally fly the drone, and they do a really nice Christmas dinner. It's a family-owned business. They're really nice and hospitable. The best place to find something near you guys, I think, is to go on TripAdvisor and just see the reviews and the pictures from the people that post it up there that have already been, and just decide which one you guys like the best. And following on from that, go visit some traditional English villages. I think with festivals like Christmas, they're always best celebrated locally because they're not too commercialized. They're not trying to sell you stuff all the time, and I think when you have a more community atmosphere, you enjoy it a lot more. So it allows you to suck in much more culture and see places in the country that you might have not thought to go to before. And every little village has their own kind of traditions that you don't always see everywhere else, so you may learn something too. This always makes for an amazing day. I always like to see new places, not always just go to places that I've been before. And in terms of places that I'd personally recommend to visit, I think Castle Combe in Wiltshire, Tatton in Cheshire, and Carhampton in Somerset are all really nice little places to see. They're not too big. They've got really nice decor around the town. They've all got their own markets, own shops. You might find some really cool gifts there to give to people, and most importantly, make sure you take your camera with you, because with these traditional towns, they'll provide a really nice backdrop for photos, and that's an idea for next year's Christmas card. And on to the next one, which is to watch a theatre production. Theatre is so underrated these days. It's unbelievable the amount of amazing performance and talent that you get to see, and nobody bothers anymore. It's actually kind of sad, and Christmas time is the best time ever to go to the theatre. There's so many different plays or dance performances you can go and watch. Any of the ones kind of in West End or Covent Garden in London are pretty amazing. I don't think you'd go wrong with any of them. Two on my list for this year are Wicked and the Nutcracker Ballet. Next up, if you're lucky enough to live in an area that gets a little bit of snowfall, then go and build a snowman. And I'd say try and be a bit creative with it. Do something wild, do something crazy, maybe model it on a movie character or one of your friends. Just do something completely out of the ordinary, as crazy as you think you can go, and push the line. Go even crazier than that. That's what Christmas is all about, just having fun. Do it after a few drinks as well, and you can't go wrong. Just don't drive afterwards. Oh yeah, this is something that I want to talk about. It's not really a Christmas list, but especially in England, coppers are so stringent. So I generally don't recommend drinking and driving anywhere, but especially over Christmas time, because everybody likes to go have a few drinks during the day and everything. There's nothing wrong with it, but make sure you just take the train, take Uber. It's not hard to get around England. It's not very big. So yeah, please don't drink and drive over Christmas, because I don't want any of my viewers to not be around on Christmas Day because they end up getting arrested. So yeah, and the penultimate one is do something nice for someone this Christmas. Either do it for the views, do it out of the kindness of your own heart, do it because it's between you and God. Whatever your reason is, just try to do one nice thing this Christmas. It could be something as simple as making a lot of mince pies and taking them to the homeless shelter, or pulling out last year's Christmas jumpers and taking them to the freezing people on the street. Maybe buy a few toys from somewhere and take them to the local orphanage, give them to children that don't have any family and may not be receiving any gifts this Christmas, or take them to the local children's hospital and put a smile on their face when they can't be at home over Christmas. Or even if you can't do any of that, just tell someone in your life that you're thankful for their presence, and them being there makes you happier and makes you a better person. That can really put a smile on someone's face and make someone's day if they hear that. I know that's going to be somewhat of a controversial point, especially since I said do it for views, but here's the thing, even if you do it for views, even if you go and give a homeless person a pizza and some clothing and a sleeping bag, and you put it on your Instagram just because you want to get a few likes, that person will still be fed and clothed for the night. So I'm not really too against that. I don't see it as you doing anything wrong. I know other people take a different view, but that's my position on it, and I'll leave that there. And finally guys, plan an amazing Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is my favourite night of the year. I always go shopping during the day and then go into Selfridges for a Prosecco with one of my friends. I've been doing it for the last 4 or 5 years. Unfortunately, she's getting married next year, so this is the last year I'll have to do that. But I always make sure I pop in and buy a few snacks for the evening. So I love going to Marks and Spencer for this. I love the pigs in blankets and the little bacon and cheese rolls that they do. They're also amazing. And I usually buy a few Yorkshire puddings, a few random little bits. You can pick whatever you like, and then I pick up a bottle of something, either vodka, JD, or Patron. If it's more your thing, you can go for a mulled mead or wine. And then in the evening, what I'll tend to do is just sit down by the fire, chuck my Christmas jumper on, wrap up nice and warm, make all the food, and put some Christmas movies on. You can use the usual culprits like Elf, Home Alone, Frozen, but for me personally, I don't go with anything else other than Harry Potter 1 through to 7. It takes about as many hours as I can. I never get right to the end. So this year I might start from number 7 and work backwards just so I can watch more of the recent ones because I never get to that. I'd eventually just fall asleep and wake up for Christmas Day. And that just about wraps this one up, guys. Comment below if you've got any other ideas that you think are really cool that you always do over Christmas. Anything you think I left out as usual. Hopefully if you guys have a boring day sometime this Christmas, maybe for those of you in college when you finish and you got a few days spare, maybe you'll find one of these ideas pretty useful. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow with most likely a regular vlog again. Until then, hope you're having an amazing Christmas. Peace!